The narcissist dug their grave, so now let them lie in it. They mistreat everyone that they come into contact with, and so when they find themselves in a drought with no supply, then, they shouldn't have mistreated everyone they came into contact with. If they treated people with respect and dignity, then they would have someone around, but since they don't know how to do that, then when it's crickets, they have nothing to complain about. They give you crumbs of attention, so guess what? Give them crickets, and they can never hear from you again, because they don't know how to act. So if you don't know how to treat people, you're gonna find yourself alone with no one around you, because no one wants anything to do with you. So that's their own fault, and they need to look in the mirror and figure out what it is that they're doing wrong. It's not likely to happen because they don't have the ability for self-reflection, but they do have, their mind is working clearly because they're very calculated in the way they operate. So if people are disappearing, they should be able to put two and two together and figure out that they're doing something wrong. That's obviously not up for you to point out to them. That's up to them to figure out. And when there's a drought and they can't find any new supply, they had that coming to them. That's on them. That's their fault. So they're going to need to figure out why everyone keeps disappearing and why they can never have a normal relationship and why they drive everyone away. So you can't feel sorry for the narcissist because they dig their own grave. They do this to themselves. And there's nothing anyone can do to help them. So, there's this phrase when something like, when there's nothing around, there's everything to see. So it's kind of like when everyone disappears, you can start reflecting and seeing clearly and figuring things out when there's not all this people and chaos around you and everything settles down. You can see clearly. Well, we know the narcissist is completely delusional, so it's not likely to happen, and they just have this repeated pattern over and over and over and over again. The rest of us have the ability to reflect on things and figure things out as to why things happened the way they did. The narcissist just continually moves forward. They don't really look backward or care how they treated anyone else, or they're not sitting there pondering, why did this happen? And they don't care, It would be good if they had that ability, but they do not, and that's why it's critical that the victim just leaves and does not look back. Do not look in the rear view. Just step on the gas and move forward and never look back. And find yourself a healthy relationship or someone that does not mistreat you. Narcissists mistreat almost everyone they come into contact with. They're never going to, like I say, they're not going to morph into Jesus Christ overnight. They're not going to change. And so trying to get them to change, that's completely a futile endeavor, okay? It's a waste of your time. There are a gazillion other things that would be a more productive use of your time, like building yourself up and doing things positive for yourself, you would be putting your energy into a diseased person. They cannot be fixed, so it's just a complete waste of your time. Focus on doing positive things for yourself and building up yourself. All that energy that's put into this useless person can be put into bettering yourself and doing positive things for yourself and doing things that can help you in your life, like making more money and things of that nature. So the narcissists dug their grave, let them lie in it.